Have just spotted an otter. I am absolutely over the bloody moon. It's the first one I've seen in months. I don't know how long. Looks like it's on its own. I've got to pay attention before I lose it. I'm really quite surprised at the time of the day as well. It's only about 1:45. So I'm now running down the riverbank because I spotted it from the bridge. It's about 120 meters, 130 meters downstream from one of the bridges. I think it's a male. I could be wrong, but I am so happy. You cannot believe. I've had otter withdrawal symptoms. I haven't filmed one. It must be close to a year. I've seen one or two. Zero footage. It's feeding just in front of the well, doesn't matter, it's in the river. There's a clearing up here where I can look out where it is, so I might get lucky. And the wind is blowing in the right direction for it not to smell me, so we'll see. Okay, I got lucky, it's feeding right in front of me. It's just down there, so I think I'm going to get some footage. Luckily I have my waders on so I can actually get into the river. I don't think it's going anywhere. It just seems to be pottering around. Can't believe my luck. There are two otters. The weather is absolutely pants, but I'm so glad I came out. I was astonished that I've actually found and filmed an otter, and then all of a sudden, just as I was watching some bubbles, another one swam through the frame. So they're just on their way downstream, so I'm going to follow them and drop into the river ahead of them. It's made me so happy. It's well worth coming out when the weather's bad. I'm absolutely convinced I got ahead of them, so maybe they're staying up there, upriver a little bit. I'm gonna stay in the river and walk down. I've got my waders on. I don't think they passed me. There's about a dozen or so swans ahead of me, and they haven't made any hissing sounds, and there is a fairly good stretch of river I can see. So I believe I got ahead of them, so I'll work my way slowly back upriver. Oh, this is great. I can think of no better way to spend an afternoon in the pissing rain than standing thigh deep in a river where there's a couple of otters around. Unfortunately, I don't have the beautiful camera equipment that Silverback Films lent me, the Canon 50 to 1000 millimeter lens and the Red or Sony f55, but you know, the best camera you've got is the one in your hand. So I can't see them. Maybe they've gone into the bank and gone back to bed, who knows. I'm sure I got ahead of them. All right, we're going to work our way backwards and see. Right, to say that the last hour and a half has been somewhat of an adventure this afternoon would be somewhat of an understatement. I am soaked to the skin from the inside out from chasing two otters up the river here. I caught them the other side of the bridge, and then there's two channels. I chose one channel, they chose the other. I had to make a decision, but unfortunately I chose the wrong channel. So I've just slogged back. I don't know where they are, but I'm about to check the island that I checked earlier on to see if they sprinted on it. But that's really good news for me that they're still around. It's the two offspring. They're almost adults. They're still sticking together, brother and sister, or brothers or sisters, whatever. They've long ago left their mother, but they're hanging out together. They're exactly the same size. And they're around here somewhere. So I'm just going to get back onto the island. There's a channel that leads up there. I wandered up there, but I'm drenched. I'm absolutely soaked now. So we're going to call it a day, but I'll check the island and then we'll have some early mornings and some late afternoons just as it's getting dark and they come out to feed. They spent quite a long time in the central part of the river. You could hear the swans hissing and getting agitated because they got too close. I've seen a few kingfishers around, so that's good, but I'm too wet and uncomfortable now to get back and sit opposite the kingfisher's perch and film that. So, but here, look, We have beautiful, I have no idea what it is, but I've got to get down. Oh, shit, he says. Yeah, there's a bit of a quagmire to get through to get back to safety, but we've got all the beautiful flowers.